Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are here to check in with our budget for April. We're checking in for the first week. So in front of me, I've got my Erin Condren Deluxe Monthly Planner, and I wanted to briefly talk to you guys about some changes that we made to our budget. So a couple things. This number is definitely going to be off. I did not calculate that correctly, so it's going to throw off a lot of our numbers towards the end of the month, but that's okay. We'll figure that out when the time comes. Also, instead of having eating out and entertainment and pocket money, we decided to sort of just eliminate all of those categories and put it towards grocery. Essentially just so that we had plenty of money with me, like having this new lifestyle change and things like that. We wanted to make sure that we were all set to go. We also wanted to stock up on a couple things, not anything like super crazy or anything like that, just, you know, certain like meat products and just things that we regularly use anyways. So we wanted to be sure to kind of beef up our grocery budget where you're not eating out at all. Just that's a personal preference. Some people are still eating out, but we're both kind of like paranoid about people touching our food and making our food and all that kind of stuff. So we've decided to not eat out at all. And then obviously entertainment, we're not going and really doing anything. We have done some like really creative things. We went to the lake with our girls and did a picnic. We've been doing lots of arts and crafts around the house. We've been watching movies at home and building forts and all sorts of things like that, going for lots of walks. So that's all free stuff, and we've been just fine doing that. So we eliminated that. And then same thing with pocket money. Like we both just sort of decided there's not anything that we need, and we wanted to put it towards grocery. And also, instead of having cash for grocery, we are putting that on our debit card because we're doing a grocery pickup as much as we can. So not going into stores or anything like that, just trying to avoid that entirely. So anyways, I wanted to briefly just touch on that real quick because obviously that's going to skew a lot of our numbers here. One thing that I'm super excited about is the new launch of the Deluxe Monthly Planners. It's usually towards the beginning of June that they're released. And I can tell you for pretty much certain, depending on like what the new Deluxe Monthly looks like, but even if they did add like extra pages in between the months, I think I'm still going to get the binder. And I don't know why I didn't think of this sooner, but like the binder for the Deluxe Monthly is kind of perfect because you can add notes pages and take them out and all that sort of thing. I know for like YouTube, I file taxes for YouTube. So it'd be nice to take out my, you know, variable income sheet from my planner and, you know, staple all my receipts to that and stuff like that, just to kind of keep things nice and organized. And then I find myself like playing around a lot with the layout in between the months because I honestly just can't get it to work for me. For as many categories as I want to track and as much as I want to do, I'm going to be switching to paycheck budgeting in May. So you guys will see that, that month. But we've done paycheck to paycheck budgeting in the past, and it works really, really well for us. I have discovered that I am a person that really needs to focus on the here and now and not think too much big picture. So I'm still going to, of course, have a monthly budget, but having a paycheck to paycheck budget is seriously going to help so much for just like staying really focused and on top of things. To be totally honest, I have not been very motivated with my budget for April. I've been awful about tracking transactions. I had to go in this morning and spend like an hour going through our account and figuring out like what our transactions were and all that kind of stuff. Mainly because we're not really doing a whole lot. Of course, you see like a lot of unbudgeted things here, and I'll get to that in a minute. But yeah, so I haven't been too motivated with it. And I think that going back to paycheck budgeting will really help me to kind of stay on top of it more and not let it fall by the wayside too much. But anyways, so I set up the rest of my notes pages. You guys saw my monthly budget a second ago. This is where I track my transactions, and I've got my little key here. And then I do have my weekly check-in page set up. I don't like the look of this at all. I don't like the half sheets up here and then like all this blank space down here. So that's something that I also want to like fix with like the binder system. I think it's going to be perfect for me. So I'm like really antsy for them to release it so that I can like get it started, but that's still a couple months off. So I'm going to have to be patient, which is not my strong suit. And then I've got my variable income sheet, and I've got a savings tracker here. I'm not like entirely sure how I want to set that up yet. So anyways, May will be interesting because for May, I think I'm going to be using like pretty much all of my notes pages for May for my paycheck budgets. And I'm probably going to have to do like, I don't know what I'm going to do. My variable income sheets, maybe like back in the notes pages. I'll figure that out later. But anyways, let's go ahead and get started. So as I'm sure is the case for everybody, we have not been going and doing hardly anything that involves spending money, which is kind of nice. And then we also don't have to pay like preschool tuition because school was canceled, obviously, and all that kind of stuff. So the first thing I'm going to track is our groceries. So we've got, and this is kind of 2 weeks behind, by the way, because I'm filming this on Monday the 13th. And I should have actually checked in with my budget on the 8th and posted that last week. But because of like new launches with Erin Condren and just being behind in filming, my filming schedule's a little off. So this video is getting posted later than usual. I will get back on track on Wednesday, hopefully. But things have just been a little out of sorts. So anyways, let's go ahead and track, let's see, $195.64 for Target, and then $603 for fries, $262.82 for Costco, and $52.83 for fries. And I'm just going to check all those off right now. Oops, wrong pen, so that black is going to really stand out, but that's okay. $517.32 is what we're looking at for groceries. And I don't want to say we don't have a budget for groceries, but we're just really okay with going over and doing whatever we need to do. So again, we're trying to not like be like, you know, hoarding way too much stuff, but it's also been very touch and go as far as figuring out like how much produce to buy, because I'm eating a lot of produce on this new, like, I don't like to call it a diet, but it's just this new like lifestyle I'm on where I'm not eating any flour or sugar and eating a lot of like whole foods and stuff like that. So so it's been interesting, like figuring out exactly how much we need. Like for example, bell peppers, I bought 3 thinking that would be plenty. And we needed to buy 9 at our last grocery haul because we eat a lot of bell peppers in this house. My daughter loves them. We have them for snacks. I like to put them in my scrambled eggs. Like they get used like crazy. So that was something we discovered. But okay, and I need to figure out actually, so let's figure this out. So we did $300 for grocery initially, plus the $60 for eating out, plus the $100 for entertainment, plus the $120 for pocket money. And then the other thing I think we're going to do is take probably $100 from gas, because we're not driving or going anywhere. My husband's not even working for the majority of the month. So I think I'm going to go ahead and add $100 in from gas as well. And that puts our budget at $680 for groceries. I know this is kind of like wonky the way I'm doing this, but I just have to work with it. So, so $680 minus $517.32 is $162.68 is what we have remaining. $162.68. And we primarily go grocery shopping actually on Fridays. And I think there's like 2 more Fridays left. Let's see. 1, 2. Yeah, 2 more Fridays. So that gives us about $81.34 per week. I can already tell you we're probably going to go over budget, I'm guessing, but we'll see how it goes. We haven't spent anything on gas, although I think we do need to fill up both cars today. So I'm just going to put, we've got 100 remaining there. And I don't figure that out per week. And then household, we have 0. We didn't budget anything for household this month, although we should have, because there was actually some stuff that we ran out of. And oh, that's what it is. Something keeps bumping over there. Eating out, 0, because we took that away. I feel like my weekly check-ins are going to be really boring. Entertainment, 0. And 0. And then unbudgeted. So couple things happened in the past 2 weeks. So I went to go see a psychiatrist after talking to my therapist a bit about it. I decided to go on antidepressants. So I saw a psychiatrist. I know this is like super personal probably to most people, but I don't mind sharing. So I had to pay a copay for my psychiatrist appointment, and then I had to pay for my prescription. I also had to go to Staples and print out and copy and all this sort of stuff, paperwork to send to the psychiatrist since they saw me over FaceTime. Their office is closed. So I had to take care of all that. We don't have a printer at home. So there was that. And then my husband had to get some sprinkler heads for our sprinklers in the yard because a bunch of them were broken. And then we paid a medical bill, and we bought new tires for our car. So I was driving over to my good friend Kelsey's house, and my tire blew out on the way over there, and I had to pull off to the side of the road. Chris and Kelsey are amazing, and they came and saved the day. I learned how to change a tire. I know I'm 33. I have not yet changed a tire in my life, but now I know how, thanks to Chris. He's a very good teacher with those types of things. So yeah, we had to end up replacing all 4 of our tires because they were all pretty worn down anyways. And I honestly don't even remember the last time we changed the tires. I know it's been a while. So yeah, quite a few unbudgeted items this week, but those were all necessary things. So we got $3.33, $9.79, and then $3 for the prescription, $11.76 for Lowe's, $29.78 for the medical bill, and then $606.73 for the tires. So that's $699.39. One thing that I am really excited to get back to, wrong pen again, is sinking funds, but we did decide that we're not going to do sinking funds until 2021. We're just going to try to really beef up our emergency fund and get that done as much as possible. And then whatever we have to take out of savings, like if the kids need new clothes or we need new tires for our car or something like that, that will just come out of savings. And then we'll just see how much we have in there at the end of the year after giving it our all and trying our best to save every penny possible and just kind of go from there. So that's the whole idea right now. It makes me really uncomfortable. I love sinking funds. They're like my safety net. But right now we just really have to hyper focus and prioritize the emergency fund because we're just over it. We want to get it done. We've been debt free since October 2019 and it's April 2020, and we just want the emergency fund to be done. So anyways, so that is what we're looking at for week 1 for April. So yeah, I apologize in advance if my videos are a little bit boring, but of course we're not going and doing much. I don't know. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe to catch all my future videos. I thought I'd also mention that all of my stickers are from Sara Marie Stickers. I absolutely love her stickers. She just came out with the cutest stuff for June. So definitely check out her shop. I have it linked in the description box down below. And other than that, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.